Hey everybody, hello from Denver, Colorado. Obviously the US Women's National Team came into town for camp yesterday. We have training today, tomorrow, and then play Ireland at Dick's Sporting Goods Park, of course. Today we have two of our young players. Of course, anybody sitting down from camp is probably going to be young in this camp. What's that?
I think you're muted.
No, I'm on these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we have Emma Sears and Michelle Cooper here to answer your questions. If you have a question for them, please raise your hand. They are part of course, our young core forwards here in camp, trying to show Emma Hayes what they got. So raise your hand, and we will get to Emma and Michelle. A question for either is fine. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks. Thank you both for doing this. Maybe I'm wondering if you could maybe both answer just inherently personal sort of view of things of, you know, last camp for about 4 months. How much are you looking at that as, you know, a sort of last opportunity to be there in it in person and you know, as Aaron just said, kind of show Emma what you have in this setting where she can see you day to day versus, you know, on a stream or in person with your NWSL team?
Yeah, we actually talked about it a bit yesterday in our intro meeting, how it's really exciting that these two camps were so close together so we can keep building on what we did last camp. And I think we're just super excited to be able to welcome in a bunch of new people before we get a little bit of a longer break until the following camp.
Yeah, just reiterating what Michelle said, I think that any camp that we're in is a great opportunity to kind of show the skills that we have and also build on the tactics that the coaching staff kind of always highlights during camps. And so I think for this camp, that's a focus for us and just kind of building on what we have been the past few months.
Anything else, Jeff?
It's good, thank you.
Go ahead, Lakin.
Sorry, was muted. If you guys could both answer, that would be wonderful. What does Rose bring to this camp that's different from maybe other players that you've had experience playing with on the senior team? I mean, obviously she hasn't been in a while, so I don't know how well you guys know her, but Emma spoke very highly of her and her return the other day, so I'm just curious, you know, what y'all's experience has been like with Rose.
Go ahead.
Just keep in mind, we have not had a training yet.
Yeah.
So Michelle has not played.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't played with Rose yet, but so far, talking to her, chatting with her off the field, obviously I've seen her play, so I'm excited to like build a connection there on the field. But off the field, she's a great person, and I'm just really excited to see it, like her energy, her personality translate on the field and in the locker room.
Yeah, so I have had the honor of playing with Rose, and her and I have a special bond and connection over Ohio. And so I'm super excited to be in Cincinnati with her this camp. I hope that she's equally as excited. But she's so talented, she's so technical, and any opportunity I get to play with her, you know, I think that it's super awesome to just be able to learn from her experience, and the way that she sees the field is something that I definitely look up to.
Ohio representing this national team roster. Go ahead, Seth.
Thanks, Aaron. This one's for Michelle. Yesterday, the news came down that you signed your extension.
Oh,
with
congrats.
Kansas City.
Thank you.
Yeah. So your contract was previously set to expire at the end of this year. So I'm kind of wondering how that all went down with how the extension was signed. You know, was it a situation where you were considering maybe moving to Europe, or what were the conversations like, and what were kind of some of your options that you had in the back of your head during that process?
Yeah, so I love Kansas City. I mean, I think it's a place I've really grown a lot of roots, and I know that I'm continuing to develop there, and I'm continuing to build bonds with the girls on that team, and obviously we're sitting pretty well in the standings right now, so to have all of that information, to see the growth that reflect and see the growth that I've had over the past 3 years, I think it was a pretty easy decision for me to say that like I wanted to stay and then I wanted to keep growing there.
Thanks, Seth. I got to check Twitter more. I missed that one. Any other questions for these two? Please raise your hand. Or just start talking. Go ahead, Jillian.
Thanks. Hey, ladies, thanks so much for the time. Michelle, congrats on your extension. But also, just how excited are you to have Izzy Rodriguez in camp with you this go around? Obviously Claire Hutton as well, but specifically Izzy.
Yeah, I'm super excited for Izzy. I mean, she has been working her butt off this past year, and I'm really happy for her that she's getting the opportunity to play on this stage because I think she's super deserving. And for her to possibly get her first cap, I mean, I'm so excited that I get front row seats for that. And you know Izzy too,
Yeah.
so you can speak on it too, but I'm super excited for her.
Yeah, so Izzy and I played at Ohio State together a few years back, and obviously we played against each other in the league for now. This is my second year in the league, so I've seen her shining at Kansas City. But like Michelle said, I'm super excited for her. I think she's extremely deserving of this opportunity, and I can't wait to see her make the most of it.
Obviously,
Thank you, ladies.
thanks. Obviously, there are 6 uncapped players on the roster, 19 players on the roster with 10 caps or less. So a lot of opportunity at stake in these next 3 matches. Do we have any other questions for these two? If so, please raise your hand. If not, it'll be a short Zoom for these two, and we can get them off to their meeting. All right, then. We'll wrap. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We've got a couple more Zooms coming up with Emma Hayes on Matchday -1, and hopefully we'll see some of you guys at the game. Thanks, everybody.